because they were confined in this congested area.
What's up, Chicago? It's your man, Maze Jackson, getting ready to go live on the Matt McGill Morning Show. You know how we do every Thursday morning with the Maze Jackson social media question of the week. We done changed it up a little bit. Now, if you watch me at nighttime, you may have seen this brother, Insane Wayne, when he is about to take over the airwaves and rock it out. But Sonya is en route, but right now, we got the man, we got the Don, Insane Wayne in the membrane. Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all check him out overnight. He does his thing. Wayne, go ahead, give him a little of that voice.
MazeSaid.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, of course, behind me, we have Todd,
What's
the
in
program.
it for the black people?
There it is. You know, we got to ask that question. What's in it for the black people? We had the opportunity. If you were here, Perry Small was out on Monday, was it? Was it Monday? She was out on Monday, and when she was out, we had the opportunity to talk to State Representative Chris Welch, who told us about the sanctuary state status, which, by the way, just passed out of committee 7-4. So look forward to Illinois becoming a welcoming state for the immigrants. Also, coming up today on the Maze Jackson social media question of the week, we are going to be talking about the Obama holiday. You know, is it a paid holiday? Well, it seems like they might have already compromised that out. So he's going to get a second-class holiday anyway. But I'm thinking about this President Obama holiday, and I'm wondering, is this a distraction? Is it an opportunity to take our eye off the ball, the fact that we haven't had a budget for 2 years, and are they going to use this as a campaign issue to run out the clock? We'll be talking about that and much, much more. I want to make sure you are tuned in live to the Maze Jackson social media question of the week on WVON. Now, I'm going to try to get to 50 shares today, guys. We want to get to 50 shares. So what I'm going to do is we're coming up at 8 o'clock. So I want you to get everything together, go run around, do everything you need to do. But at 8 o'clock, I need you to get on the horns. I need you to share this broadcast with all your friends and family. Let's talk about this Obama holiday. I mean, I could probably see it if it was a paid day off. You know what I mean? Maybe we got a little...
Is it a day that I can go to Indiana and buy fireworks for?
Oh, a day you can go to Indiana and buy fireworks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is going to be a hot topic. You do not want to miss it because I'm trying to understand.
Let's figure out how we can capitalize on this first before we knock it down.
Right. If it's a paid holiday, I'm with it, right? But if it's not paid, but then my question is, will the Republicans vote for this?
How many t-shirts can you sell on that day?
Ooh, how many t-shirts? Todd's going to get in trouble today. I can see it already, guys. It is on and popping. We're gonna just tune Todd out today because I know how... Boy, what's up, Sean John? How you doing? What up, Ronald Albert Nethery? What's up, Tennille? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hey, y'all, did y'all know that Tennille was down speaking at Illinois State University this week? They had her come down and be a guest lecturer on social media. I am telling you. Y'all ready? I need y'all to take a moment, get ready, share that broadcast, hit the button. All right, y'all. Man, VON is going to D.C. I think I might have to hit that trip. What do you think, babe? Oh, Skeezy. Hey, y'all, if you all take a moment, go to my Facebook page, check out my new profile pic. It's a picture of me and Charles Oakley. Hey, man, shout out to Claude Gibson. Claude was like what did you call us, Claude? You called us ruffians. Yes, both of us at one point had reputations of being ruffians. I've hopefully shedded that. Apparently, Charles Oakley is still relishing in that. Boy, oh boy, I would not want to run into that guy. Because he seems like he is bout it. Millionaire or not. All right, guys, we are counting down. We've got about 6 minutes. I need you to go get your coffee. I've got mine. Dunkin' Donuts, I'm going to be calling you soon because I think you are getting way too much love. When you guys go into Dunkin' Donuts, please tell them, give Maze Jackson a sponsorship. Or, better yet, we can find a black-owned coffee shop. I'd love to, if on the way to WVON, it'd be great. Love to have you as my iced coffee sponsor. All right, guys, you are tuned in to the Talk of Chicago 1690. Actually, you are on MazeSaid TV Live. I'm in the studios getting ready to rock it out, but I need you to do me a favor. Take a moment, hit the button, share the video. Are you wondering why I'm doing so much? It's because I got up. No, I got up early. I was ready ahead of time. I had my clothes, jumped in the car, was on the expressway. Y'all, I parked. I was inside the building by 7:40. No rush. I'm just chilling. Laid back. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. Normally I would be running around. That's why I'm telling y'all. Can y'all take a moment, share the broadcast? I'm trying to get to 50. We're trying to get to 50 shares, 100 viewers. See that number up there? We're trying to get that to 100. Can you help me get that number? See that right there? We want that to say 100. I'm looking to get that to 100 today. So I need you to just share it. Tell your friends. Tune in. We want to rock it out today. Because we really need to discuss this Obama holiday. I do not want to get sent off. I would rather, let's tell the truth, shame the devil. You know how I do. I get in on, what's up? Hey, y'all. I want to also tell y'all, be on the lookout. Charles Thomas got something big coming up soon. The retirement is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Now, guys, it's only 4 more minutes. See that number right there? We're trying to get that to 100. Can you help me get that to 100? What will it take for us to get that to 100? And 50 shares. See that button right there? That button. The button right there. This one right here. Can you share it? And we want to get that right there. Right there. To 100. What up, Ronald? All right, now y'all you know what I need y'all to do? I need y'all to take one night. I need y'all to tell all y'all friends, tune in to Maze on Thursdays. What can I do to get my numbers up? What can I do to get you to motivate your friends to tune in? I don't know, guys. Get ready. I'm all right. I'm getting ready. Hey, y'all check out my new hoodie. I got it from my sister. She actually got my wife one, too. We're matching today. We're twins. Hey, everybody. Do me a favor. Wish Carrie good luck. She's taking her real estate test right now.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, guys. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I'm back. We're trying to get that number up. Trying to get it up to 100. Can you give me a 0 up there? 2 zeros? See right up there? I need you all to send Carrie. Everybody send a shout out, send a prayer up for my beautiful, lovely wife. She is taking her real estate exam so I can retire. And then I can be with y'all all the time. All right, here we go. We are about to rock it out. We've got about 2 minutes until it's time to get on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going in the studio. Peace out. You know what I'm saying?
Go to WVON.
What's the matter?
Join us. I just read the most interesting story about dolphins.
Did he say he just read the most interesting story about? Is people getting what? What about dolphins?
What about dolphins? They use blowfish like a joint, and they take the blowfish. You know, blowfish has toxins in it.
Yes.
Well, dolphins that acts as a narcotic effect on it. Dolphins actually pick up the blowfish and pass it around to each other.
No, they don't.
With pictures.
The things you learn. All right, y'all. We're going in the studio right now. What's up? What's up, Maddie Matt? Hey, how are you?
What up?
I'm all right.
Harley in the studio, y'all.
What's up, Mizzy Matt? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, say what's up to Mizzy Matt McGill.
What's going on?
All right. Now, Matt.
All that gray hair.
Look at Matt. I told y'all, Matt got that special hair. See how he got that special curly hair?
Man, they were telling me, get a haircut.
I was like, is that an S curl?
Right, I know. That's what it looks like.
And then we have Javon Harley. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing about this trip to D.C. What's up? What my brother got to do to get on the trip?
In town.
All right.
Hottest ticket in town.
People say they can't get tickets to the
It's the
Smithsonian.
hottest ticket in town, and I got the hookup.
You got the hookup. You know what? I am excited about the Smithsonian Museum. I can't wait to see that. I've heard that it has been. I think I saw pictures of Melody there, didn't I? For the opening.
Yeah, I ran into Melody.
Oh, yeah. That makes makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know where the intern is. Once again, how the boss beats the intern, I'll never know. He like, I'm not an intern no more. That's right.
That's what it is. He usually makes it in before strike time.
You know
right?
what?
We get on the air.
If I was the intern, see, today the intern could have had opportunity to be working while Sonia's not here.
I know.
Right? She is en route. She will be here.
I said that about an hour and a half ago.
Hey,
I
well,
know Wayne is like, see, I can't imagine.
Wayne was like, I'm fading fast.
Right, you know, and see, like, people would criticize, but look, man, do you know what it's like when you think you're about to get off work and then you got to stay?
Boy, I worked in the restaurant business. And you know what? Ever since I worked in the restaurant business as a kid, and they would be like, it's time for me to go now.
Right.
They would be like, you don't go to the rushes, bro.
People
I'm
go.
sorry.
So, I mean, just think about Wayne. He's been here since about 9 o'clock last night. He gets here about 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So he's ready to leave up out of here, like at 5:45 or 10 minutes, whatever song he gets here, he's ready. Is this car still parked on the side?
Ooh, I don't think so.
Wait, the truck.
No, it's not.
He probably had to move it because when I got here, he had the car warming up. The engine was ready to leave, man. Shit, so I know how you feel.
Todd don't know how to work the board?
No, I'm gonna learn the board, man. I am.
Man, when I worked at
just for this reason right here.
you can't. Well, what you was gonna do running this?
Right there.
Oh, you know what? That's John Mons. When they used to do the Mon Squad, John, Bonnie, and George. John would run the board. Bonnie and George would sit on the thing right there, and then John would run the board. But you know, John was good, man. John was like super. He was like a consummate radio
Professional.
right. But you know, he went to school and all that stuff.
But you know what? You'd be surprised at how many talk show personalities run their board or operate. They're switching, right?
Especially when they had when they missed to pick their own music.
Look, I did Ramonski's show. Ramonski does her kids show now.
Right.
So about a month ago, I did the Battle of the Best with Ramonski. He's running his board. Ramonski was running his board, playing the music, queuing the music up, recording during commercial break. Because you know how we do our phone calls live on the air? We did phone calls during a commercial break.
Shout out to Mosky Love.
Ramonski had it down, brother. He had it down like this, working that board. So I'm going to work the board just for when this happens, man, because I know Wayne is ready to go over there. Wayne is probably like, where the hell is Sonya? So, but he's throwing down, though. Up to Wayne. Go to WVON.com, everybody. Get your ticket out. Or call Javon Harley.
Javon, do you have a website?
I do.
Go.
Advantage-intl.com.
All right. Look, y'all.
She's from Washington.
HEU, WVON, Washington, D.C.
Oh, wait.
It's going to take us to her child.
To her childhood. The White House?
I'm from Southeast. Wait a minute. I can't say Southeast. I have to say Southeast.
South?
From Southeast.
With an F? She said Southeast with an F.
So what high school did you go to?
I went to Duke Ellington School of the Arts.
Is that right?
I did.
Okay.
You know what? That's interesting. How come we don't have a Duke Ellington School of the Arts here? I would imagine we have an Ellington Elementary
Man, right now
School
we
somewhere.
fighting to just have
I
some
know,
schools.
right?
Oh, is there a School of the Arts here?
We have Shy Arts, right?
Okay.
So we do have a couple of, I think there are a couple of campuses for Shy Arts.
But we don't have like a major, like, do we have a Juilliard or like someplace that's renowned
I
for
think
the...
Shy Arts is now like the School of the Arts, like the fame, quote unquote fame school, right?
I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Fame. You want fame? Well, this is where you start paying. Well, I used to, fame. Afternoons on Saturday when you couldn't go outside.
I was actually in high school the year that movie came.
Oh, when Fame the movie came?
Oh, I never saw the movie. I was thinking about
the movie was off the chain.
I was thinking about the
movie
series.
But several of the people who were in the movie starred in the series as well. Like Gene Anthony Ray. Remember the guy that played Leroy?
Leroy,
He was in the movie. He was
Was
in
he the
movie.
first openly gay character on TV?
He was.
Black.
Man. I think he died.
But he didn't play gay in the movie.
Right.
How could he help it?
Because he had the affair with the other ballerina.
Right.
Yeah.
This traffic report is brought to you.
I never saw the movie.
There was about 3 or 4 people that were in the movie that did the series as well.
Ulcerative colitis.
Okay.
They're dealing with.
Here's a story for you guys.
And days when they won't.
You guys remember when Fame did the tribute to Michael Jackson? They did a show. They did one show where they did a tribute to Michael Jackson after Thriller came out and all that stuff.
No.
All right, so I'm sitting that episode when it came out. I am sitting as close as Maze and I are right now on a couch with Michael Jackson, watching it in the Jackson's dressing room on the set of the Pepsi commercial when his hair caught.
And what were you doing now?
Working with this photographer named Ralph Nelson.
I know that name.
Ralph Nelson is a famous
Right.
Hollywood still photographer, man. And I'm like 19 years old, 20 years old maybe. And this was day 2 of us shooting a commercial. And at first, man, the first day I was just like, dude, I'm like hanging out with Michael Jackson. By the time the second day came around and we're sitting there watching Fame, I'm in this dressing room, me, Michael Jackson, Emmanuel Lewis, and about 10 other people just kind of hanging
Damn,
around. Webster!
Bro,
Sit on the couch. Dude, and I was like dozing, man, falling asleep because I had been on set since like about 6 o'clock that morning, right? You know, the Jacksons, all them didn't come until like about 11. But it's like 9 o'clock at night. We're still like on location at the set. I'm on the couch, and I was just thinking to myself about how nobody's gonna believe, man. I'm up here like dozing. Michael Jackson is seriously as close as Maze was to me. Emmanuel Lewis on the other side of him. Everybody just kind of walking around the dressing room, man. I'm up there dozing on the couch. Hilarious.
you can tell something. That's so Wayne like, I'm gonna make y'all get me somebody.
All right, guys, it's 8:07 on WVON. Javon Harley in the studio with me at 591-1690. Hey, now playing at the Tony Award-winning Steppenwolf Theater, Straight White Man, a raucous, surprising, and fearless Chicago premiere by experimental playwright Young Jean Lee, a Korean-American woman whose work revels in subverting stereotypes. The Washington Post called the play explosively entertaining. Straight White Man is on stage now through March 19th. Hey, you want a discount? You want the WVON hookup? Use code WVON for $20 off tickets at steppenwolf.org. Get up there to the north side, guys. The Steppenwolf Theater is a legendary theater. We did so good. WVON listeners responded so well with the last production at Steppenwolf that they're like, hey, we love the relationship. We want to keep it going. WVON listeners want real entertainment, then hey, keep them coming to the Steppenwolf Theater. So go online, guys, to get tickets, right? And all you have to do is go to steppenwolf.org, but use the code WVON for $20 off. That's called a WVON hookup. Javon Harley, have you ever been up to the Steppenwolf Theater?
I have not.
Right, you know where it is, though, don't you?
Yes.
You've been up there on North Avenue,
I
right?
know
Clark
North
and all that
Avenue,
stuff.
yeah.
Maze Jackson, you ever been up to Steppenwolf?
I have been up to
Past
Step.
time.
No. I've been up to Steppenwolf. I want to say it's in the 27th.
Yeah, it is.
I want to say it's in the 27th ward. Once again,
Absolutely
Alden
it is.
Burnett doing his thing.
I think it is because it's just on the other side of North Avenue.
Yeah,
in
it's
Clark.
if it
So I don't
isn't,
know
it
where the batteries
was.
are.
If it isn't, it was.
Right.
So but I have been to Steppenwolf. I can't remember exactly what I saw there. I feel like I saw a one-man stage play by, I can't remember who it was, but I do.
David Allen Greer.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
But you know, I mean, I'm joking about it, but David Allen Greer actually has that capacity to do that. You know?
David Allen Greer is great, man. He is really, I think that's one of those guys that's just underrated that you just.
Always, man. Always. The talent, he is absolutely hilarious, man. We had him in the studio.
I think a lot of comedians have that talent because they have so much depth. They
On
can
stage.
On stage,
Yeah.
they know how to work the crowd. They can be very too, And so I think with that, they're very, very intellectual, more so than you think they are, because they're comedic, but they're very intellectual.
But you just think about what type of self-confidence you have to be a stand-up comedian, that you have to have the ability, you have to have very thick skin, right? You have to be able to go out there and get booed because you know they're going to be
Especially if you're a black comedian.
And you have to have quick wit.
And have right to kind of rebound from it. But
Yeah.
just think about if you get booed, and that could make or break you. If you don't have thick skin, man, you'd be like, I'm not going back out there again.
I mean, just think about what we learned with Richard Pryor. Once he really started acting, you could really see the depth that he had and the layers that he had.
Yeah, you realize, man, how difficult it is for people to get up there. David Allegreira is from Detroit. There was something else about him, though. His college, I think he either went to, university, check this out. When we're talking about his depth and intellect. University of Michigan, Yale University grad school.
I'm telling you, they're intellectuals. I have found with a lot of comedians that they are.
Yeah, I think before you get up on the stage in front of people, you got to have some definite self-confidence, or else you will get booed off the stage. R. Kelly tells the story about doing, when he was young, he did the Gong Show. Not the Gong Show, but some club had their version of the Gong Show. And
The Cotton Club.
Well, it might have been the Cotton Club.
The Cotton Club.
Where he said he got up and tried to sing a Luther Vandross song, and they booed him. He got gonged.
Oh, that's the Apollo Theater.
Right.
Yeah, but he did it here.
He did it here.
We had our own version here. They used to do it at the Cotton Club.
He said he got gonged, dude. He got embarrassed. He said,
And he was booed off the stage at the Apollo Theater too.
He said, you know what the lesson was learned? Never try to sing a Luther Vandross song.
Right. Especially not in front of a black audience.
No doubt about it.
Don't mess with Luther, especially, and that was when Luther was alive.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Not a tribute.
Social media question of the week is in the house, as he is always Thursday mornings here on WVON at 8 o'clock. Maze, a lot to talk about, brother. What's on your mind today?
You know what, Matt? I want to talk today about black people games and playing with our emotions.
Playing with our emotions.
Let me play. We need some Johnny P. See, where's Sonia? We get us some Johnny P, some do or die. But, Matt, yesterday, it was reported that the Illinois General Assembly is proposing a state holiday to honor President Obama.
Oh, there you go.
Now, while I agree that we should honor President Obama, I'm concerned that this could become a distraction and a political tool to use a political tool used to justify another year without a budget. So today on the Maze Jackson social media question of the week, I want to ask, should the Illinois General Assembly pursue an Obama holiday even if it has the potential to derail state budget negotiations? Give us a call, 773-591-1690. Post to Facebook or tweet. Now, we are on Facebook Live. You can get us on WVON.com as well as Maze Jack. Go to Facebook, Maze Jackson. Now, Matt, let me give you a little background on my thought process here.
I was about to say, who did somebody in particular introduce this idea, or what?
I think that no. There is a proposal, and I think there's quite a few members of our Illinois Legislative Black Caucus that are proposing the bill. And let me first of all commend them for wanting to give President Obama recognition, particularly for him coming from Illinois, etc. But my concern is that we know that in today's climate, that's going to be a fight, right? That's going to be to get it passed. No, it's not going to be a fight to get it passed because they got the majority in the House, the majority in the Senate. We know the Republicans will oppose it, right? And they will scream bloody murder. They will say we have President's Day. We've got all of these things. We've got a state budget crisis. We haven't passed a budget in 2 years, and we're going to pass an Obama holiday, right? But it will pass.
Right.
And then it will go where to the...
Rauner's not going to veto it.
What? You don't think he'll veto it?
You do?
Well, here's my thing.
Getting close to an election?
But that's the point, right? So we know that the point is not really about President Obama's holiday.
Right.
It's really about creating a wedge issue. Something to distract us, right? Remember 2 years ago it was the elected school board, and we used the elected school board to be the driver, and then the elected school board, even though we all voted for it, it went to a committee and then went away. So then we voted on the minimum wage, right? Remember, they put that on the ballot. We voted for it. We said Illinoisans overwhelmingly wanted to raise it went back to the House, and then it went away. So here's what I see, Matt. What I see is the Obama holiday passing the House, the Senate, and landing on the governor's desk. Republicans screaming bloody murder, forcing the governor to veto it. Right?
Ooh, I don't
right?
know, man.
Look, forcing. Okay, so if he signs it, then what does he say to all of the Republicans who he's held loyal throughout this entire process? And they say, how do we go back to our constituents? Now remember, downstate is all red. Right. So nobody downstate is going to be signing up for him. And that's where his base is.
Right.
So now my question becomes, so now the governor doesn't sign the bill, right? Let's just say he vetoes it. Let's say he doesn't do anything, he just lets it die on the vine. Why do I feel like then it'll be a campaign issue that will be put on the ballot? Because with a demotivated black base, with no no budget, highest unemployment in the country, right? We are going to now be talking about how the Republicans blocked the Obama holiday while we still have no budget. So my question, and so why even insert the red herring right now, right? Why not get a budget passed when we've got some goodwill, then let's roll it. But because really this is going to roll through, this will put us through, this being the issue would roll us all the way right into campaign season, right? Going into the third year with no budget. In the third year with no budget, no one is going to be concerned about a budget because we're going to be in the heat of a campaign where we are talking about the most expensive gubernatorial election in the history of the country.
Sure looks like it's going to be.
Right? So you're talking about over almost $500 million between the primary and the general election. What does either side have to run on? So again, are we going to allow this Obama holiday, which we're already saying will not be a paid holiday? Right? So it's not. We're not going to get a day off. They're not going to close the bank.
So what's the purpose then?
As I believe I heard on Cliff's show yesterday, I think they said it would just be an opportunity for us to tip our hat to Obama.
A day of recognition.
And so I'm saying pass a resolution. Pass a resolution, but do we allow this to become, again, another shiny thing that distracts black folks from the issue at hand? Because again, we're suffering. But because there's no substantive issue to talk to the black community about, no substantive progress, again, in Illinois, we have the highest unemployment in the country.
My question, do we have other state holidays that are only state holidays?
Pulaski Day, but it's a day off and you get paid for it.
Okay. Casimir Pulaski Day. So state workers get it off, right?
Yep.
Everybody doesn't get it off. State workers get it off.
But you have, and it's an optional holiday too.
Is that the only state holiday? There's probably a couple other ones.
Do you know any?
Yeah. What does that mean? Is it a day off? Is it with pay? Are the schools open? Does anybody stay home? Does anybody celebrate it? Is it just a day of acknowledgement? Who benefits from it? But I will say this, and we'll take our break. When you asked the question, what does Governor Rauner say to his base down south in Illinois? If he says, I'm going to sign this, he's going to say to them, you like having a Republican governor? Then I better sign this. Because the black support that I do have, I can jeopardize that support and ignite even more black voters against me if I do not sign this into a holiday.
I think that, and do you think the environment that we're living in that right now, that anybody downstate wants to hear you talk about what you got to do for black people? No, because we can't even get black folks to talk about what we need to do for black people. So what you think them white folks downstate gonna say? But remember, his goal is not to turn us out.
Right.
It's not. He don't need a big bunch of turn. Matter of fact, the less black folks that show up for the governor, the better.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. So if he decided to veto this bill, then the powers that be on the Democratic side of the ball are going to be firing up their black base, saying, "Can you believe this?
That's
Your
the point.
governor doesn't respect the first black president
That's
of the
the
United States."
point. That's the point. This
So
becomes-
that's why I say he signs it to prevent that from happening now.
Okay, but are we being played in the process? Is President Obama being used again against us?
There you go, 591-1690. Phone calls when we come back, 820. Doherty, traffic and weather coming up next.
Y'all don't like them mind stretches, boy. You don't like them. Matt,
Afford to veto it.
my thing is this, though. They gonna put it on the ballot. They want to put it on the ballot so that the black people can come out and vote for the Obama holiday. Because again, what do we have substantive? What is anybody proposing substantive for the black community right now? Right, I mean, Matt, did you hear when I had Chris on talking about the really we have a black legislator leading the cause to make Illinois a welcoming state. There is no black person that I have talked to that is like, please, not there ain't Representative Welch, Chris Welch. He's got a diverse district. Don't get me wrong, and it makes very good political sense for his district. But again, so I think that the issue is I don't want black folks getting into this immigration fight until we've negotiated what our outcome is, right? Because what happens is we get into these fights for these other people, and then once they win, they step up and keep moving and be like, I'm teaming up with the white folks. So if we gonna help the Latinos on this, what are we getting out of the deal?
Now let me tell you, Tony Preckwinkle made some yesterday.
What she said?
She said that
even as we stay up on planetary,
she hopes that Illinois stays a sanctuary state, and that they should consider filing lawsuits against President Trump if he decides not to send federal funds to the state because of its sanctuary state status.
Suggest that Madam Preckwinkle should stop taxing my Snapple. Right? Don't tell me about. I don't want to hear nothing about Donald Trump when y'all understand we ran Ty Stroge up out of office for 2 pennies. They done took them 2 pennies back and put, bro. That's the county. So I mean, that's the city. I'm not going to even mess with the. I'm not going to even pin that on them. But think about a penny an ounce on every. So does that mean that iced coffee is next? Right? Does that mean that now when you go to Starbucks, if you don't get your coffee black, that you have to pay a sugar tax? What happens when they say it's on candies, cookies, and pies? Right? It's a nanny state, and it's like they're trying to justify it by saying it's going to give you diabetes, but that means cakes, cake mix, everything that you buy in the store that's got sugar at some point is
Remember the backlash in New York got about the supersized big gold.
That was Bloomberg, wasn't it?
right. I'm just suggesting that. I mean, but Bloomberg is the one who drove it here.
Yeah, he did.
He came here and
Well, he got a manual to think of.
and again, so here is this person telling us to sue Trump. Think about this: the unemployment rate for black people in Illinois is 15%, right? The undocumented immigrant population in Illinois is 15%. I mean, it's 14%. Mm-hmm. How many of them are working? How many of us are not on legal job sites? Come on, man. We can't be fighting against our self-interest.
All right, I tell you what, it's 8:24 on WVON. Maze Jackson social media question of the week is in effect. Javon Harley in the studio with me hanging out. We've got some phone calls. I know some of the callers were holding on to comment about would you go to Washington, D.C. and meet Donald Trump if we were scheduling a tour?
Man, I'm just excited about the trip. I am fired up. I can
Would you, if there was, hey,
you know I'm going.
Right, if we're going to go on a tour.
What's in it for the black people? That's all I want to know. What's up, President Trump? This is your man, Maze Jackson. I'm in the building. And I'm going to take the picture, too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take the picture, but I will come back telling you
Maze
what's in it for the
Facebook
black
Live.
people.
You go Facebook
You know
Live.
I will. I'm be like, look, y'all, this is not me selling out. I'm gonna show you. Matter of fact, I say, they should start taking the Facebook Live into the rooms when these people had these meetings, so we can all just kind of. I'm gonna start doing Facebook lobbying, right? Facebook Live lobbying back to your constituents. So I'm a lobby, and when you telling me what you're gonna do, you're gonna also tell 1,000 constituents in a room watching, or everybody that we've asked to subscribe to hear you tell us what you're gonna do. Because see, Matt,
that's next. Let me tell you, you joking about that.
I'm not joking. I'm dead serious.
That is about to happen in real time. Somebody's gonna Facebook Live a politician in some situation making a promise, and they're gonna and the politician might not even know that he's live.
Matt, I'm gonna do it.
I'm getting choked up about it.
Ooh, it's gonna be okay, Matt. No, it's actually the premise. A lot of times things become personal, and they just and a lot of times people decide that they're not going to do things because they don't like this person or that person. But I think one of the things that technology has done with this Facebook Live is, again, we can have the whole world subscribing as you go in and talk to each legislator. So if I tell everybody in ward number, I don't know, the 3rd ward, to watch me go in while we go talk to our alderman or whoever about the issues in the community, but you're not talking to Maze. You're talking to all of the people that live in your community. So your community meetings, if I can't make it, I can watch you live. And so be on the lookout for that, because we are bringing that into the game. The fact that we now have this type of social media allows us not to have to rely on the news. Be on the lookout also. Charles Thompson, I got something real big coming up when he starts up. So be on the lookout for it. So
if I were an alderman, I would do my meetings Facebook Live. I would do them Facebook
We've
Live.
proposed it. We've proposed it to a lot of people. I think they just are a little upset with Maze right now, so they don't want to use
I would do them live.
But I'm saying use the tool.
On your automatic website, and that way you communicate. Because then everybody doesn't have to try to come down to your automatic office.
But then there's a record of accountability also. There's a video record of accountability.
Absolutely. Who got in trouble with it? Antonio Brown of the Pittsburgh Steelers got in trouble Facebook Live in the locker room after a game. They were pissed at him.
Oh yeah. Right. And somebody else did that junk in a Lakers locker room too.
Was it in a Lakers locker room?
No, they did it. This Facebook Live is gonna get somebody in trouble.
Well, yeah, because everything is spontaneous, and sometimes
you don't think about
have filters, and you just blurt things out. So yeah, it's accountability.
So.
All right, 591-1690. Now, I've got some phone calls. I'm gonna go to the callers. I know some of you are holding on from the last segment, but also I want you to answer Maze's social media question of the week, which is:
should the Illinois General Assembly pursue an Obama holiday, even if it has the potential to derail the state budget negotiations? Give us a call, 773-591-1690. Post Facebook. Watch us on Facebook Live right now.
All right, Frank, good morning. Welcome to WVON.
Good morning, Matt, Siobhan, and Maze.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Matt, I will go in a heartbeat to have a sit down with Donald Trump. I'm going to tell you why. I'm noticing with Donald Trump, Matt, if you can get him in a sit down and a one-on-one, you can open his eyes up to the positive, the things that you're pointing out, and he'll start to bend. Even change his mind. I noticed that after he had that meeting with President Obama about the Affordable Health Care Act, he started saying, even at the meeting that he had on one of the Sunday morning program with this female anchor lady, there's quite a few things about Obamacare that he does like, and he's going to keep. He will bend and change his mind. And on that topic right there, man, I think anyone who was not willing to sit down with someone with every problem with and have a constructive conversation with them, you're not really trying to solve the problem. That's on that. And about these people like Steve Harvey, Don King, and Pastor Scott, all of them going to see Donald Trump, had to sit down with him. I understand how people can criticize them, they won't be raising the real issues, but you miss the whole bigger point. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is their president too. They got the right to have a sit down with him like anyone else. We have plenty of activists and leaders waiting in the wings to to discuss those issues with Donald Trump. He's their president too.
All right.
Why criticize him? Last but not least, if I get the Mae Jackson question about Marcelo Benson and other athletes want to pull a Tom Brady on Donald Trump because what Tom Brady did to President Obama, I think they should rise above that and really show how small-minded Tom Brady is and show that we are bigger people than that. You see what I'm saying? I think that's a bad move. I think they shouldn't do it.
All right.
As far as Mae Jackson question about the distraction with this holiday, I think we can walk the two brothers at the same time. I think that we should get what we can while we can. We should be discussing that and wonder why come it can't be a paid holiday like the rest of them are if we want to get this man recognition. And that's my point on that. So sign me up behind Brother Dan. I'm going with y'all.
There you go. All right, I love it. We got two already. Frank got a lot of words in for money. Brother, that's what you call using your time wisely. I'll let Maze respond to that and Javon, everybody else when we return. It is 8:30. Domity with headline news coming up next.
All right, what's up to my Facebook Live? Frank was like, I'm getting this. I'm taking my 2 minutes.
15 degrees at 8:31. I'm Domity Pungo with our news now. Here's what's happening.
The high road. Why are we such forgiving? That, we just have to say that we have to take the high road. It doesn't look good on us. When everyone else takes a stand, then they stick to it. They stick to their guns and they say, this is what I believe in and this is what I'm for and this is what I'm against. So being against something doesn't mean that you're taking the low road. It just means this is what you stand for.
I'm not going to blow my nose on Facebook Live. I'm going to stop.
Okay.
All right. Let me take a moment. I want to say what's up to my Facebook Live. To all the people who did their shares, I want to thank Still Running Stovall, Beverly Kaiser. Thank you, Felicia Muhammad. Thank you, Arlene Jones. Thank you, Thimby, all the way from Seattle. John Rimbert, I appreciate you with me every week. Jesus Christ. Chauncey City Colquitt, thank you very much. Kristen Dumasani, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Salim Muwakil, what's up, brother? I appreciate you. Donald Watson. What's up to my man Mark Allen? Mark, I'm glad you're back on your feet. Got your stitches. Got the tape off your stitches. What's up, Bob Israel? Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. True Squad on deck. Ronald Albert Nethery, straight up. What's up, brother? How you feeling? And thank you to Neil Jackson. I appreciate you for all the support and the love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Y'all take a moment, share the broadcast. It's your main man,
when I would produce his show sometimes in the morning, and I come in here like, oh my God, I'm dying. Because then I have to do the Perry show right after. So I would sit, I do my show while I'm sitting doing this show. It'd be so quiet in here. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all, how do you all?
All right, can y'all take a moment, share the broadcast? Do me a favor, reach over there, hit the button, share the broadcast.
And he's been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, and he comes in so wired up. I'm like, give me I need an hour to wake up. I'm a slow starter in the morning.
That's the Leo. Yeah. We got so much energy. It's ridiculous. I promise you.
I'm a night owl, so I'm good. I'm the afternoon. That's when I'm like all done blazing. Like before noon, I'm like, oh, my brain's not functioning yet,
I love it.
Oh, Gene, my husband is Gene Harley. He said hello.
Oh, tell Gene I said what's up. I work with Gene at V103. I worked with Gene at V103. And then I was over at Coca-Cola when I was the director of urban marketing. Was he the sales manager there or something? And then I remember he was putting the trips together. I remember like when he was there, I feel like is when he started. What trip did he put together that?
Well, actually, yeah, because our company is Advantage International, so I was doing the trips for the Road to Freedom for V103.
So I was on the very first Road to Freedom.
Oh,
the one, no, the first Road to Freedom.
I started working with
the very first Road to Freedom. Connie, Lee Welsh, me. I was in the promotion because I was a promotions assistant. John Mons. Hey, Sonia, with that, say something to the people. Look, y'all, her hair's a little different. She put it in a messy bun. A messy something. Hey, Sonia. Hey. Take a moment, share the broadcast. Yeah, we, what was I saying? We went to the Edmund Pettus Bridge. So we did the whole, we traveled, we went to the Edmund Pettus Bridge. We went through Alabama, and then we wound up in Atlanta, and Prince did the Emancipation concert with us. Was Max, did you know Max Myrick? Okay, so Max was the PD too. So I worked there from 1996 to 1998, and then I went to...
1999 was the year I did Road to Freedom to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
For the station, and then we took it international. We took it to South Africa, and then to West Africa.
I feel like I remember that, and I was trying to get Coke to sponsor so I could go. Yeah. And they were not there. What's up, Maria? How you doing? What's up, Still Running Stove Off? What's up, Melvin?
Pauly Shore. You guys remember Pauly Shore? White boy,
Crazy.
He was in this movie, man, that was shot in South Africa. That shit was so, it was a comedy episode. That shit was so fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Still, the hotel
Melvin did.
In the movie was like right on the water.
I mean, the stuff you see in South Africa, I mean, when I went to Zimbabwe and saw those homes made out of diamonds, you couldn't have told me nothing in my entire life. Man.
But that's the question. Are black people too forgiving and too open to forget?
I say we too forgiving. What's up, Kyla?
Well, just that the phones are ringing.
Alright guys, 591-1690 is number to call. Hey, get out to Steppenwolf Theater. That's right, Steppenwolf is at it again with another play for WVON listeners to check out. It's called Straight White Men. That's right, Straight White Men. A raucous, surprising, and fearless Chicago premiere by experimental playwright Young Jean Lee, a Korean-American woman whose work revels in subverting stereotypes. You know, we talk about stereotypes all the time on WVON. Check out this play, Straight White Men. The Washington Post called the play explosively entertaining. Straight White Men is on stage now through March 19th. Hey, go to steppenwolf.org and use code WVON for $20 off tickets. That's the WVON hookup, 591-1690. Javon Harley in the studio.
Hey, remember we're giving the book away.
That's right.
A very nice keepsake from the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Begin with the Past. It's for the very first person who registers for the trip. The phones are ringing, I understand. My office has already contacted me and said people are wanting to go.
For the trip, we're talking about Journey to You, our DC trip. Go to WVON.com and click on the Journey to You banner so that you can join your favorite radio station in Washington, D.C., May 18th through the 21st. Guess what, guys? We're heading to the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, and you are going with us. But you got to go to WVON.com, click on the banner, or you can call Javon Harley, her office, her incredible office at Advantage International, 312-856-1138. That's 312-856-1138. Don't be on the outside looking in. You want to be on the inside with us. Hotel, airfare, most accommodation, ground transportation. Javon has hooked this up, guys. Also, we're going to be doing some tours, like going to the home of Frederick Douglass, right, among other things. And Javon's from Washington, D.C., so, you know, we're going to get, like, the inside story on the city as well. That's the city that she grew up in. So let's do this. WVON loves to travel with his favorite radio station, and we are doing it May 18th through the 21st. But you got to go to WVON.com and get the details. How about that?
How about that?
Phones are ringing, she says.
Yes, they are. You can't miss it. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is phenomenal. Washington, D.C. is phenomenal. D.C. by night.
I know. That's
phenomenal.
You got me with that one.
Yes.
My boy is going, he's leaving tonight to go to D.C., so he's listening to the show. He's like, man, ask Javon if she can hook me up. I'm supposed to be going to the museum tomorrow.
Should be going with VON.
I know, right?
WVON.
No doubt about it. Maze is here with Maze Jackson, social media question of the week. We got some phone calls, Maze. Tell everybody.
Matt, we
What's
want
on
to
your
know,
mind?
should the Illinois General Assembly pursue an Obama holiday, even if it has the potential to derail state budget negotiations? Give us a call, 773-591-1690. Matt, can I take a moment and just shout out to a couple people who are watching us live on Facebook, if that's cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I want to send a big shout out to Michaela Blaze, Donald Watson, Abnar, Stephanie Fashola, Kristen Dumasani. I want to send a special shout out to my wife, Commissioner Carrie Steele, who is taking her real estate exam today.
Oh, there you go.
Thank y'all for tuning in and watching us on Facebook Live. But Matt, I'm concerned that this Obama holiday could be a distraction to keep our eye off the ball, which is really passing the state budget, because we're going to go into the third year. I'm not looking to vote for this as a referendum, to use it as some kind of stunt to turn us out for voting. And so I just want to know, should we even be worried about this right now so soon while we're watching President Obama jet skiing and kite sailing? Is this really the time to be fighting for the Obama holiday? Or do we need to make the state budget just the priority? I'm tired of all the press releases, man.
All right, 591-1690. Let's see what our callers think. Ryan, good morning. Welcome to WVON.
Thank you so much for taking my call. Greeting to you guests and everybody. The General Assembly needs to be serious. I mean, you got people dying in Chicago, and they're worried about a holiday. I have nothing against Obama. I would have fought him twice. But they need to do something about the violence in Chicago. They need to do something about the unemployment. They need to do something about the how basically people being arrested and being killed. They need to do something about police brutality. This is it's just give the CPS their money back. Give the school their funding that they needed. In terms of meeting Trump, why would I go meet Trump? Well, he had a racist right next to him, Steve Bannon. I mean, when he was campaigning, he said, "Oh, vote for me, African American. You have nothing to lose." He's been in the office. How many executive orders did he pass out? Any of them dealing with us, dealing with our issues? None. So why would I go meet with someone who has a racist right next to him?
All right, good call. Thanks, Ryan, for holding on. Good commentary. Let's go to Jim. Jim, good morning. Welcome to WVON.
How are you guys? Got all my favorite people right there.
What's happening?
Hey, Jim.
Not much. Listen, I called initially about Elizabeth Warren, but I don't think this Obama thing's a big deal. If I was a runner, I'd say, let's have it. It's not important. I mean, it's important, but let's not let it distract. It's absolutely the case. Like the previous caller said, we've got people leaving the state. You got this bag tax coming up. I have a friend of mine that runs a 7-Eleven in Cook County, and he thinks the Cook County government wants to drive him out of business because they're raising the taxes on soda pop starting in June or July. This is absolutely the wrong thing to do. We got to get people in office that want to keep people in business here. We won't have the problems we're having.
All right, good call, Jim.
Thanks, Jim, for calling, man.
Appreciate that. Jim probably will hang with us in Washington, D.C. Let's go to Ron. Ron, good morning. Welcome to WVON.
Yes, good morning. I only have 2 points here, which one is that I believe this whole year is dealing with a letter of F, meaning focus. All black people should be focusing on black people coming together. And it's been proven over centuries. Folks coming together, they get things done. We need to get our own. Come together, get your own, and be in control of the whole thing. Forget about all this other mess. You haven't got time for it.
Thank you.
All right, Ron.
Well, you scared me, Ron. I thought you didn't say focus. I thought you said something else, but it showed. I thought that was a you for a minute.
Brother,
thank you.
I had turned the volume down on his call, so I was just saying, I thought he said the same thing.
I was like,
I looked at Maze. Maze looked at me. I was like, wait a minute. He
said
say
focus.
That. Okay.
Focus, man. Focus.
Because the way he said the F word.
Right. I was like, Jesus.
Don't do it, brother. Don't do it. Chris, good morning. Welcome to WVON.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Listen, okay, I love President Obama. I loved him as a senator of the state of Illinois. I got a chance to meet the man one time when he was running for Senate at a Jules on the north side. So listen, and I had his book in my car. Ran out to my car. He signed it. I got a signed book by him. Okay, but listen, here's the thing. I don't think Obama would say, wait a minute, hold it. Why is y'all worried about a holiday for me? And the budget of the state of Illinois is not in order. Why would, and I'm going to be honest, why would I give those morons down there in Springfield a day off with pay?
But it's not.
They don't even do nothing when they there and we are paying them. So no, I believe the president would tell y'all, oh hell no, get y'all suffering over the down there before y'all be talking about giving me a holiday.
All right, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. I'm just saying though, but here go the crazy part, Chris. I'm hearing it's not even a paid holiday.
Right.
It's
so
just the purpose is to make you look over here. Right. Hey, black people, look over here.
Right.
How about tell me about the jobs bill? Right. Tell me about this 15% unemployment while we passing bills to make it a sanctuary state, and I'm driving up and down these streets and can't find a black person working on a work site when Ed Gardner was marching 3 years ago and everybody was lined up standing in solidarity with him. Now we passing sanctuary state status and Obama holiday with no budget.
Cynthia, good morning. Your thoughts on this?
Hey, Matt, how are you?
Wonderful.
Amazing. You guys, listen, why on earth would you want to go and sit down and meet with Donald Trump? This man has no diversity in his cabinet. He's a known liar. I mean, he told you on the campaign that he was going to show his taxes if he won. Once he won, he said he's not going to show it. Even if you sat down with him and he promised you everything, why would you believe that he's going to do it?
I just think
that's a waste of time.
I was just going to say, I just think that we're holding Donald Trump to a higher standard than we're holding any other president to, right? Realistically, every president that I've seen at some point, let's take Obama out of this, has had a racist standing next to them, right? From George Bush to Ronald Reagan to whatever. Like this whole concept that we have a racist president and now we should all be in shock when pretty much all of these people have showed us in one way, shape, or form. I think that what bothers black folks is he not smiling, right? So George Bush dropped how much crack cocaine in South Central LA, and that's way more racist than Donald Trump saying, I want to help the blacks or I want to do something with the blacks. I'm just saying, black folks, let's be realistic. Yeah, I know we don't like the rhetoric, and I'm saying that it's bad. But I'm also saying let's be realistic that we've had racist presidents before. They just didn't smile.
Oh, a bunch of racist presidents. Yeah.
We've had racist presidents before, but we've never had a president like this one. Come on, Maze.
Has he sold cocaine to black people?
Listen, I would give much more credit than I would Trump. At least he had Condoleezza Rice.
He got Omarosa. Y'all cursed, but if nobody will talk to the man, who's he supposed to hire? If everybody that you tell to go talk to him is an idiot.
Why would you think?
So we gonna sit out government for the next? So this is all I'm asking.
So what we need to be doing is trying to figure out who you're gonna put up against Ronald to run for governor.
I'm with you.
Be the next mayor of Chicago.
Well, we got to worry about I'm with you on that. And so that's why I'm asking, are we so while we're worrying about this Obama holiday.
Good call, Cynthia.
Thank you, Cynthia. Mm-hmm. While we I believe all the stuff that she
all right, she got it. Somebody called it.
I believe everything that she just said. But
this is funny.
I believe everything that she just said, but I feel like this Obama holiday is a distraction, man. Right. It's a distraction.
That's a good point. I like the point that you're making there. 8:49 on WVON. We'll wrap up today's show. When we return, Domity with traffic and weather coming up next.
Woo!
Sonia caught it though, man.
Thank you, Sonia.
She called it.
Sonya called it.
Sometimes, man, she's like, well, you know, sometimes she's working and she's like cutting up audio, right? And so she might not hear, but she calls that one.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I've let one slip before, and I had to go over there and knock on the window. Hurry up, done.
That's it. The right people.
The right people. I mean, just meeting with anybody arbitrarily, it's not going to get anything done. It's just noise. Meet with the right people and get things done. But we can drive the right people to him, I think, by being more vocal and being more present. That's all I have.
The Faith Community invites you to the first installment of their African Americans.
But I think that's why people were so upset about it so hard.
Yeah, I just think that. But if the president calls you, do you turn down the meeting? No. I'm saying that.
Well, yes, I think sometimes you do. If you're not the right person.
Why don't you bring the person with you? Why don't you call them and say that? I'm saying that you don't know. If a president calls you and said, and realistically, I've seen it in every incident for every bad, good, ugly politician. Rahm Emanuel walks in the room, 90%, not 90, 75% of the people are going to walk over and try and take a picture, even though Halo.
People are calling. Yeah, they're calling here. People are calling me. It's like, I don't see it on the website. I'm like, oh, there it is, you know. And
Travel time heading inbound on the Bishop Ford.
Y'all missed the Facebook Live moment. The hug and love between Javon and Sonya.
Oh, we heard it.
71st right now.
Sonya, give her a hug again.
Oh, look at that. You getting all, y'all got all the love.
We're good together.
This is some popcorn.
Right, that's all that.
I went to the premiere last night of 50 Shades Darker.
Oh, did you?
Oh, how was that?
Where was it?
It was better. It was at Icon. It was better than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
First
was like
one
a
was
lifetime
like lame
movie.
to
It was
me,
like a
man.
lifetime movie to me.
Yeah.
Second one's a little steamier.
You know what? The
But I didn't
trailer
read the
looks
book.
better. The trailer on the second one looks better.
It does.
The trailer.
I was thinking
But
about it.
you know what though? To me, the guy that they had playing Mr. Gray,
Yeah.
he was too wimpy for me. They should have had somebody like.
You, but
I mean, if they were gonna go with a white guy, they should have had somebody like Colin Farrell or not Colin Farrell. What's the Irish Colin guy I'm thinking about? The black hair, Irish actor.
Colin Farrell.
Is it Colin Farrell? Oh, who's the comedian? I'm thinking about Will Ferrell's a comedian. No, so Colin Farrell. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, coming up on tomorrow's show. Hey, you guys remember the movie? I know Maze does. I don't know if Javon remembers. Javon might remember. Yes, Javon remembers this. You both remember the movie The Last Dragon, right?
Yes.
Remember that movie?
Yes.
Remember The Last Dragon, Maze?
Yeah, oh, come on now. Bruce Leroy?
No.
You said The Last Dragon?
Yeah.
The Last Dragon was Bruce Leroy, brother.
I'm
Sure enough.
Well, I'm thinking about the movie.
Enter the Last Dragon.
No, what was it?
Last Dragon was with Bruce Leroy. Enter the Dragons was with Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Remember we put him on the boat?
Return of the Dragon, you thinking of? I'm talking about the movie with Timac.
That's The Last Dragon.
Right.
Timac was also had Bruce Leroy. Timac played Bruce Leroy in that movie.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, Timac's coming on tomorrow.
What?
Timac. Also, Lisa Nicole from Lisa Libations is going to have some Valentine's Day cocktails for you to share with your loved one this weekend. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend or next week, Lisa's going to have some cocktails for you as well. A. Scott Bolden, Democratic strategist and also former head of the Democratic. All things politics and much, much more. Of course, Tyra Martin with the Hollywood hookup and
Tyra. Is she married yet?
No. We'll ask her tomorrow on the show. Javon Harley in the studio. John, your show?
Traveling Culturati. Yeah.
How can people catch it?
On Sirius XM, Channel 141. Yeah, or you can visit the website too, travelingculturati.com. Topics, and we do the culture report, so we spotlight different cultures around the world. Mm-hmm. We either do them on a large scale or we dissect them. So it's really about that immersive cultural experience, about destination.
So when you do Sirius, does it come on at a certain time people have to catch it, or is it just always in rotation?
It's certain times, and it is in rotation, but you have to have those times as well.
All right.
You have to subscribe, of course.
All right, well, check it out. Do your thing. Appreciate it. Like that and a lot more. What else is going on in the news? I didn't talk about Jeff Sessions being confirmed last night at all on the show because Javon and I were having so much of a good time. But Jeff Sessions confirmed last night. He's your new Attorney General. A lot of the fallout on Elizabeth Warren. So this is what happened. Elizabeth Warren was silenced the other night, guys, when she tried to read Coretta Scott King's letter on the floor of the Senate. As a result of that, I heard Bernie Sanders' King's letter on the floor of the Senate yesterday before the confirmation hearing. Senator Tim Scott, who's a Republican, an African-American Republican, encouraged, to his credit, because there's part of me that wants to dog him out, but I'm trying to get out the name calling. He said that every senator needs to read Coretta Scott King's letter. I agree with that. But he also, yesterday on the Senate floor, he read these nasty messages and tweets that he got because he voted for Jeff Sessions, right? And I didn't think he had to do that. It was almost like, I'm the black guy that I voted for Jeff Sessions, and look what happened to me because I voted for him. And all politicians get hate mail.
Man, this part of the game. Thick skin, brother. Thick skin.
All of them get hate mail. And I'm just wondering, what is it in some black politicians, some black people that feel like they have to prove to, and I hate saying it this way about Tim Scott because I'm trying to respect the brother more, even though I totally disagree with him philosophically. What is it about some black people that feel like they have to, pronounce to the public, as a black man, I'm supporting you, and look how much I'm supporting you. So much so that my own people are calling me these names, right? Just like that Reverend Scott that was in the White House with Donald Trump, and he had to pronounce to the world, my name is so-and-so, Scott, and I am a Donald Trump supporter. So there's something about that, man, that I'm not sure I'm jiving with. It's almost like you have to tell the world that I'm supporting this white person, and so I want the white person to like me more, but I'm going to show you how much, see how much credibility I have in the white world? These black people hate me just like they hate you.
But don't you think it happens on the other way too, Matt? Don't you think that it happens when we have a black elected official that has to, whether it's Democrat or Republican, that has to prove to the white guys that they're not overly black or that they're not too black. So if you win in a general election, right? If you're a black person and you win in a general election, oftentimes you have to prove to the white folks that you're not too black.
That's a good point.
Think about President Obama. Remember, we kept saying he can't do this because he's the president of all.
Sure.
So I think it works both ways. I think you just got to cater to your base. Right. I think you've always got to prove to the man that you are not, if they put their trust in you, that you are not going to turn all black on them.
Right. I'm not going to go Nation of Islam on
Right.
But on the other side, they don't have to make that stand. A white politician does not have to make that stand.
A white politician does not have to prove themselves loyal to black people.
Or to anybody.
Right. They just take their position.
Exactly.
And I jokingly said the Nation of Islam, but I want to be very clear.
Right.
I do, because I hold the Nation of Islam in the highest of regards, and I say this over and over on the show, that a lot of their core values we all can learn. We talk about all this mess that's going on in Chicago in our community. Trust me, there are a lot of pages out of the notebook of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that we all can be reading and taking note of, because the way the nation conducts itself is a way that we all should be aware of and probably try to emulate to some degree. Maze, tell our listeners how they can stay in touch with you, my friend.
You can get me at www.facebook.com/MazeJack, MazeJac, same name at MazeJack on Twitter, as well as MazeJacksonSaid.com.
And Javon Harley.
TravelingCulturati.com, but specifically Advantage International, because we are taking WVON to Washington, D.C.
I can't wait.
And you can reach Javon at 312-856-1138. Call her today. Out of here. Perry Small's up next. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Peace.
Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON. Chicago.
Mine was here bright and early at 6 o'clock.
You did the whole show. Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all very much.